Hello दोस्तों, so welcome to another video. In this video we will be seeing what is the meaning of router or a router in a network. So basically router is a device, it is a networking device that connects two or more packet switch networks or subnetworks. So router generally has two primary functions. So it basically manages traffic between two networks by forwarding data packets to their intended IP addresses. So basically each device will have a certain IP address and a router will be having a function to forward a packet which is coming from one IP address, that could be the source IP address, to the another IP address which could be destination IP address. So basically router allows multiple devices to use the same internet connections. So router is a primary device which will be connecting devices which are sitting in the different networks. So there are basically many types of routers. However, most of the routers will be transferring data between two LANs or two WANs, that is wide area network, or between two LANs, which is known as local area networks. So if we think of a router, we can take example from the traffic controller system, and we can consider router as an air traffic controller, and whatever data packets which are transferred through the network as the aircrafts. So basically, as we know that aircrafts could be coming from one airport and those would be going to the different airports, right? So just as each plane would have unique destination and it will follow unique route, in the same way packet also needs to be guided to its destination, and it should be done as efficiently as possible in a minimum time or in a minimum data loss mechanism. So the same way as the traffic controller ensures that planes reach to their destinations without getting lost or suffering a major disruption along the way, a router also helps data packets to go to their destination IP addresses. So in order to direct packets efficiently, a router uses an internal table which is known as a routing table, and that table will have list of all the paths which will have the details of the network destinations. So what router will do, whenever any packets comes to the router, right, it will be reading the packets header, it will be checking like what is the destination to which that packet needs to go. Then it will go to its internal routing table and it will check the destination mapping there, and it will decide the most efficient path to the destination. After deciding that which destination that packet should go, a router will forward the packet to the next network in the path, and this kind of mechanism will continue. So there could be many routers which could come in between of the source and destination. So suppose I am sending certain packet data from Mumbai to say destination as London. So there could be more than one routers which will be working on that packet along the way, and one by one they will found out the destination, next destination, and like that the packet will reach to its destination. So how does router helps in our businesses? So basically router is a very common tool which is needed for network computing. So router generally connects employees to the network, basically then both local internet to the other wide area networks, right? If there are no routers, like we won't be able to use internet, because internet is utilizing router as a many nodes, and it's one of the primary device which allows us to communicate and gather information basically. Like routers also provide the security. So as it is a software related mechanism, routers can have the firewalls which are embedded into router software, and we can put a basic level of filtering of the data packets which will be based on the source IP or a destination IP addresses. Also we can put an additional filter on the content of the packets, And so suppose there is some packet which is coming from some malicious website, and if that website is known for its malicious behavior, then on a router we can put a policy that if the packet comes from this so and so destination or so and so source IP address, then that packet should be filtered and it should not be given any entry to the network. So basically like this we can use a router for security. So a router is not just a data transmission or internet connection though. So routers also allows us to connect to hard drives, or we can consider as a file sharing servers or file storage servers or printers, which will be connected to the multiple networks, and using this way router will be helping us in the communication. So this was the basic information about what is exactly router in the network. And as we know, router is one of the primary devices which is getting used in the internet. So I will be creating some further videos on this topic, so please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.